How are you guys? I just wanted to make sure one thing. Even though if you are watching or not, I don't know. If you are watching, then I just want to say that it is not really necessary that you might have to just come and join from United States, but you can join from anywhere else. Okay, the Islamic rules and regulations, those are really different. Like I don't know if that is really obvious. If it is not obvious, I'm not really sure about one thing. Secondly, I would like to just make sure people should know that immigrants, most of the people are coming through non-immigration way. That is illegal. That is definitely illegal. As an immigrant, I also know the policy process of entering in United States, definitely illegal, and politically it is not correct. But actually, in a sense, in a general sense, people are getting entered into this land in United States in different ways, illegally, which is not really going to be tolerated by the government. That's why government passed this kind of litigations and rules and regulations through parliamentarian and as well as through discussing in within cabinets, that it has to be in a legal process way. You coming entering into this land and asking for uh, so many other benefits, and without paying any taxes. You don't pay any tax, you don't go through any policy processing, you do not even have any intention to pay taxes, you have criminal records, and you do crimes in so many places like rapes and all. So it doesn't really allow you, not even in the United States, in anywhere in the world, you making crimes, you making political after that seeking asylum to this country, illegally entered into this land and participating in so many disgusting groups and members. And as a result, our theory is pretty clear by the government. If it is not even only by the government of Trump, it could be by any government, any country will not tolerate you making crimes. Actually, you actually not paying any taxes, and at the end you're gonna lose your job, you're gonna lose your so many stuff. You're gonna get off from this country anyway. You have to get out from this country at some point, because it is not easy, bro. It is not easy, and you illegally married to somebody, and for the sake of your green card, basically, and you are indulging this society, and that is a crime. That is an assault, intention to making any theory to be in this society, criminally, criminal records, rape, murder, attempt to murder, assault, battery, so many stuffs. So this is all outlanders way of theory. This, it's not going to be happening in United States by law. That I think. So what do you guys think about it? I don't know. Just let me know on the comments if you want to make any comments. If I'm wrong, let me know if I'm saying anything wrong. I'm not going against any community. I'm not racist. I'm not going any color. I'm not going any community situation. I'm not going to be making any comments on black, white. It doesn't matter. I'm I'm just saying, for instance, like for the whole nation, for this country, for the sake of this country. This country needs our only one thing. That is a clear support of making generosity. Justice system should be coming back to the for the sake of the people. That is really true. Besides that, also it is true that eventually you are making so many mistakes. You have criminal records. Criminal records means you didn't have even do any hi Gary, how are you? So you just made not only criminal records on theft or burglary, you did attempt to murder, you did attempt to rape. Eventually you had so many rape issues. You are a predator. And eyes, it's not only eyes, it's cops also going to get you, definitely. And it is pretty easy, it is very easy when you making nonsense situation in individually or group of people you along with. You are making a statement against the society, making some crimes against the society. It is not about the politics, it's not about the government, it is definitely about the community safety. So you making people unsafe, definitely you are getting arrested. That is for sure, that is for sure. And you have any issues with the government? You are jobless, you are homeless, they have so many programs to go through. You go through, you are a young person, you making so many drug dealing and which is crime, and you making money doing some crime and criminal activities. It's not going to be tolerated by any government. Forget about Trump administration, forget about Biden administration, or even Obama, or even so many other Democrats. I would say by law you are making crimes, and when you are making crimes, you are involved with a crime, they definitely going to arrest you. Definitely they are going to arrest you. I'm not against Indian people. Indians are neighbors. I'm not against Bangladeshi people. I'm not against any black, not even any Hispanic community. I'm totally with the people, for the people, by the people. That doesn't mean I'm supporting only Democratic Party. I'm supporting law. By law, when you are making crimes, so you are a criminal, bro. It doesn't have to be a specific crime like murder or manslaughter. You making a so many crimes, it could be any crime. Suppose you went to an Walmart and you basically mocked with the manager, even though manager was wrong. So they have all rights to kick you out from the Walmart. So you basically made a statement, hi Reggie, hello. So you made a statement against the person individually, non-individual personality. Yes. So basically, you made a comments. So they have all rights to kick you out from Walmart for sure. And contrast on that statement, you making what? You making violence. You kicked out the so many stuff in the store, and it's already on camera. So that's a violence. It's a individual property, commercial property negligence, as well as you are distracted, and definitely cops gonna arrest you. So what do you think? It doesn't happen in your country. It doesn't happen in India. It doesn't happen. I saw a lot of videos. Indian people basically stealing so many stuff from Walmart, and they got arrested. So what do you think? The government's gonna get any initiative charges against that individual? Definitely they're gonna charge against them. So it's not basically hi. So it's not basically for any community. It's basically for the individual who did the crime. He is not kicking out, or any government is not allowed, or he is not willingly kicking out somebody who has no intention to make any crimes. He is basically targeting, or law enforcement's making targeting, who has so many crimes against the community, against the society, against the country as well. No matter what, if it is Muslim, if it is Hindu, if it is Christian, if it is Buddhist, if it is Chinese, if it is Bangladeshi, if it is Indian, if it is Pakistani, it doesn't matter. Because the country law, policy, regulations depends on making this country safe. It depends, the only safetiness, you are making a safe regions, you are making a safe pass activity, passing through this activity, and so many crimes happening. Yes, I saw on Bronx, I used to live in Bronx, so I saw a lot of things happening in Bronx as well. So I'm really sorry about that, that so many community from Asian community did those crimes, actually criminal activity, which is really not acceptable. Yeah, ask me any questions if you want to ask any topics regarding, obviously regarding to politics, and regarding to the subject matter which I'm talking about. So if you have any questions regarding to that government policy going through, I know a lot of people get afraid of asking questions. It is pretty much very to the point questions. It is nothing to worry about it. We are not questioning government. I'm not questioning, definitely not government. I'm not making any raise any I'm not raising any funds against anyone or on behalf of somebody. It's basically I'm making statements on behalf of United States of government and United States as a country person here. So if you are a criminal, if you had that crime activities which you went through, definitely you are making a statement here that which is not really acceptable. Like so many Hispanic, so many Dominican Republican, they are saying that I didn't do any crime. And government of Nevada, government of Chicago, they kept saying, the mayor out there and so many other individuals from the government authority, they are claiming that these individuals were, no matter what, were not involved with any crimes or no criminal activities, but still they are getting tortured or even getting arrested and deported to their countries. So which is definitely has to be happening though. They are illegally entered in this land and they have no immigration status. They don't have any immigration documents that they really entered here. They don't have any documents here. They don't have any individual legal documents, any legal documents, not even state ID, not even anything. So mostly those are fake documents. They show up and they basically going through with the fake documents. And when they pass through in this land illegally by crossing borders, by breaking chains or breaking those bars, and they come out here, it's at some point it is basically they enter here without any acknowledge of government immigration policy, even though this land where belong to them. But this land where belong to them when 1,000 years ago. So 1,000 years ago, basically some Portugals or some travelers came in this land and captured this land by doing some war. French Revolution. After that, it happened. Union Army with the Armors Army. So many wars been happened within this 1,000 years. There were no Spanish in between these years. So Spanish people, they claiming this is their land. This used to be their land thousands years back maybe. So or 200 years or 500 years back maybe. So That doesn't mean they belong to this land anymore. Definitely, they have all the rights to live in this land, but illegal way, without any illegal way. If they want to be staying here without any documents, they can't have it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, my title is pretty much simple, which is politics, Islam, immigrations, and United States, all other stuff. So I'm actually connecting Islamic theory through this political movement. It is very obvious that now Gaza is having this issue with individually with this person, and they are having some individual uh, problems regarding this Islam non-Islam issue. At the end, see, at some point at the end, you are questioning, you are basically getting questioned on, you are raising a point in the society that what is it, what is basically is. See, a lot of people been killed in this war for no reason. They wanted to demolish Hamas, but at some point, all of these children were killed. All of these women were killed. All of this, like, elderly people were killed for no reason. I know Hamas did an attack on your wall, and because of that, they couldn't even trade. Gaza people were really didn't have that all this individual like freedom. Gaza were captured actually by the surroundings of that border. If you see and look at that map, so Gaza people were having this issue since a long time. It's not actually started in 2023. It started a long time ago, I swear to God. If you see those era, 1800s era, since then actually British actually brought them out here in the land of Philistine. They started to habitat for them, and that's how the British policy, at the end point, they made it up by themselves. But at some point, they captured those lands illegally and started to reign against Palestinian people. I would like to say one simple statement: Gaza was always Palestine, and the whole Israel land was from the beginning, it was Palestine. So, British conspiracy, British theory, British policy made this Jew or made this community of Israel, brought them up here when they were actually been kicked out from their from the other lands or other individual partitions, and they started to come up here and captured this land. So what is their fault? What is Palestinians' fault? I don't see any fault of Palestinians. At some point, after 100 years, they actually wanted to break that wall so that they can free their accesses. What they have freedom? They don't have any freedom. They have to pay tax to Israeli government so that they can bring their food through that border. So actually, they don't want that Iron Dome. Actually, that's how they broke that Iron Dome. At some point, they have decided to break that out. And definitely, I would love to make sure that it never happens again. At least the Israeli government and current government of Gaza politics and Gaza individual lands authority might have taken some mutual understanding that if they have to remain within that border cross area, at least they make this kind of a deal or deeds by law by the government of United States or by the government of even Israel or by the government of Palestine. They have to make this deed. Okay, these are the boundaries, these are the stuff, these are the steps that you can go through. And also they have to promise that this land belongs to them. Basically, at some point they don't have any rights to make any decisions for the on behalf of Palestinians. So Palestinians, it's free country since the beginning, since the beginning of even this people been brought up here. It was a long time ago. These people actually brought up in Palestine. This land was belongs to fight against their enemies, and these enemies are not only, I'm saying that, Islamic enemies or Jewish enemies. So they are basically fighting for their land. So they are not even fighting for the sake of religion. I must say, it is actually they are fighting for the land. This land where belong to them. And if you see the British conspiracy from the beginning, so it was all on behalf of Jewish community. So this Jewish community were brought by the United Kingdom spies and United Kingdom settlers government and settlers traders. So that's how it ended up. I would love to include here that conclusion is pretty simple, because right now it is ceasefire situation, and most of the Philistinians are going back their land in Gaza from the West Bank, and this is their all rights that their border is secured. Nobody can interfere in their land. That is the first priority, because they have their own land. As I'm saying, they were not fighting against enemy who are Islamic enemy. They were fighting against for their land, for the sake of their land. They were never fighting for the sake of Islam or any other stuff or any other religion stuff. They were fighting basically for the sake of land. Their land was out of their hand. So somebody captured their land by the policy of United States settlers, not even the United States, United Kingdom at the beginning. Next, it was United States settlers came up here and made the decisions against them. So definitely they had to fight for their land. So that is it actually. So I believe they can sort it out by themselves at some points, and they can make some basically settlements here. So nobody interfered them, nobody interfered their own policy. Nobody can capture their land anymore. So border has been settled down by the Gaza for the sake of Gaza people, and they can live peacefully. I hope they can do this settlement with the United States government. I don't think Israel has nothing to worry, and Israel has nothing to do anything here right now. They have already done what they wanted to do. They actually wanted to demolish Gaza, and they actually been successfully done. Successfully they have done their job. And I don't appreciate killing of children. I don't appreciate killing of uh, the you know the Hamas people. I'm not supporting Hamas. I'm supporting the group of people who were actually fighting for their land. They were freedom fighters. So their religion is Islam. So when they actually attack someone, they praise their words Allahu Akbar. That doesn't mean they actually fighting for the sake of Islamic thing or something. It is not that Islamic situation. It is actually for the sake of their land. So anybody, if I'm from Bangladesh, I have all rights to fight for my motherland. If you are Indian, you have all rights to fight for your motherland. If you are African, you have all rights to fight for your motherland. Exactly same way Philistine people did for their motherland. It is very simple. Philistine was never belong to is Jewish community. It was never Jewish community. It was always Philistine. So they have all rights for their motherland. I'm from Bangladesh. I have all rights for my mother for the sake of my motherland, for the sake of my country. I have all rights to fight for the sake of my country. The same way, Indians have all rights for the sake of their own land and they can fight for the sake of their motherland. The same way, Palestinians also did that. So, what is wrong with this here? I don't see anything wrong here. I don't see anything bullshit here. I don't see any way. I never saw any history of war that this land war belonged to Netanyahu. This land were always belonged to the Palestinians. This land were never been captured on behalf of Jewish community or Israel. Israel was the name of Bani Israel in the name of Moses. And today's your this Jewish community came from These are European Jewish. They were not even Arab Jewish. So, European Jewish means uh, from the beginning of the uh, Northern Europe and Northeast Europe or North North Upper East or Northwest Europe, this European Jewish actually came across and settled down in Palestine with the settlers of UK, with the settlers of United States later on. But this land were belonged to Palestine from the beginning. And you never say that these were actually Jewish land. That's what I'm trying to say. But above all this all other debates, I don't want to debate with anything. I just want to say these people needs to be peacefully living in their own land. They have all their rights. You cannot interfere their rights by crossing their land and bombing them, killing them. You have already done whatever you wanted to do. Enough is enough, I swear. Stop doing this right now. You don't need to do this anymore right now. Thank you guys. Be safe. Salam alaikum. Have a good day.